Hey ProSource, I'm David from lightcanhelpyou.com, and in this video I want to share with you what I like and what I don't like about WAC lighting. WAC lighting is the vendor with the widest offering within the buying group. So their catalog is going to be a little more intimidating than some of the others, simply because the breadth of the product line goes from recessed downlights to landscape lights to track lights and monopoints. Everything you can imagine. That makes it a good go-to line when you need to fill out a whole project. They even have some really cool decorative fixtures in their Dwell LED line, so you could do, really if you wanted to, an entire house or MDUs with WAC lighting. Let's take a closer look at some of those fixtures. So WAC lighting is one of only two groups that has an extensive outdoor fixture offering within ProSource, the other being Coastal Source, and we'll get to them in another video. WAC lighting, I would say, is very affordable in their outdoor line. It's a new line for them in the last couple of years. Lots of new product, modern styling, and some really interesting features. It's not a top-of-the-line product, but it is kind of above, I would say, average. They've done a few nice engineering things, like their standard deck light, which you've seen in many places. This one is smaller so that it fits on a 4x4 post, which is actually 3.5 inches square, without hanging over the edge. And that may seem like a little detail, but it's one of the things that says, okay, these guys are really paying attention to how they build their lights. They have some unique fixtures, like this little hardscape fixture, which can be used underneath the cap, a stone cap on a brick wall or an outdoor parapet, but is also just a nice little fixture that can be tilted and used in all kinds of small places. This is one of their bullet lights or spotlight / floodlights, and this is a really interesting product. You know, it looks almost identical to many of the other products out there. It's going to blend into your environment. But what's different about the way WAC is doing it is that they have a little set screw on this side that allows you to change the wattage and lumen output of it. So you can go out, set all lights at exactly the right dimming level, if you will, and it'll come back to that every time it turns on. That's nice if you've got a small tree or that's going to grow, you can change that, or a big tree next to a small tree and the small tree is too bright, you can adjust that. It's a handy feature on here. Also, if you take off the shroud, you can adjust this ring, and what this ring does is adjust the focus of the beam. So this technology is kind of handy. You lose a little brightness when you use it, but it allows you to say, oh, I want a spot focus or I want a flood focus, and you're not getting into the fixture at all to change lenses or lamps. Here's some of the product that I like to use on the indoors from WAC. First of all is this monopoint, which is available in a track light as well. Kind of looks like a straight cylinder. The yoke hides in the fixture, so you could just use it as a cylinder, but if you want to aim it, it adjusts just like a track light, and you can get anywhere. What I like about this one is that it also has that turnable ring refocusing, so you can make it a spot or a flood simply by twisting the outer ring. It's going to make focus a lot easier and cut down on the number of parts that you need. We also like WAC's step lights. These are dimmable to about 10%, which if you're using 10% of a step light, you probably can't get away with less, so I think that's okay. But they come in both a horizontal, vertical, and a couple of other shapes that are nice. We're also using some of their in-grade and outdoor fixtures that are completely sealed in stainless steel. This light we're specifying in showers. We like that because it's 12 volts, it's very safe, and it's completely sealed, so you can dunk it in water and it's not going to corrode and rust like an ordinary step light might. WAC also offers downlights. And we like that they offer kind of a good, better, best range of downlights. So if you're looking for different price points in the recessed downlight range, probably going to be able to find something that works with WAC. They have very, very simple recessed lights that you can, this is a remodel, it's all kind of one fixture. You can pop it in and be done with it. You can buy some of these that fit in, they're retrofit. You know, here we have a square trim, but you can also get this with a little bracket and a housing, so it's not just retrofit, it's also new construction, which is easier a lot of times for the electricians to do. So those are easy and very affordable. At the top end of the line, they have a recessed downlights that we like a lot. You can get good trims and a variety of trims that we like, but this one is also easier to aim than most. You simply stick a screwdriver up inside of it, and there's a little spring catch, and once you've done that catch, you can move the light along and aim it, and once you let go, the spring catch comes down, grabs into some little teeth, and it's locked into that position. So if you're going on site, this is a great way to aim a light because it's very easy. There's one more light I want to show you from WAC, and that's a disc light. So there are disc lights everywhere right now, and most of the time I don't like them because of the glare. But when you need a closet light, something like this puts light in all directions, which means it's not just going to light the floor like a recessed downlight, it's also going to light those top shelves where the sweaters are, or whatever the off-season clothes are, and that can be handy. If you spread those lumens out over a larger surface, it's a more comfortable kind of light, and WAC has done that in both round and square with these large flat panels. They go into a standard junction box, and the driver fits up inside of that, and then as you can see, it's really only about a half an inch that sticks below the ceiling. And the light LEDs are embedded around the outside here, and it'll give a nice soft glow. You can see that it's just a nice soft even beam of light. WAC has just about everything. So if you're looking for a line that you can put in the closet, put above the dining room table, put in the front yard, put in the garage, put in the living room, put everywhere, WAC lighting is going to have a product for that. There's one more fixture from WAC that is really easy to leave on the shelf and walk right by and forget about it because it disappears. And we were doing a condo project recently, a couple of condominiums at an MDU, and we had 2 inches of space between the drywall ceiling and the concrete deck that made the floor of the unit above. How do we get a recessed downlight into that space? WAC had the answer for that. And they walked in with a briefcase and they're like, oh yeah, we can solve that problem. And they proceeded to pull out of the bag a complete recessed downlight in a housing that takes up only 2 inches of space above the ceiling. This little thing solved our problems. Everything is here. You can put it anywhere underneath ductwork in very, very tight spaces, and it is an LED recessed downlight. The trims snap out, and the modules inside are magnetically attached, so they're really easy to pop in and out. And there's a little electrical connection there. Thank you, Bruce. This is the adjustable module, which also goes in. They've got little handles here, so you can pop it in and adjust it. You can't use the regular recessed trim when you use the adjustable there, so they make another trim. It does put the source of light really close to the ceiling surface, which means you could have a higher incidence of glare. So I wouldn't want to use this everywhere, but when you get into a literal tight spot, this is a great product for that. And when you walk into a meeting with it, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. What's a little bit tricky with WAC is that they are widely distributed, so you can buy WAC online in many places. Many local distributors sell them as well. So it's a product that your clients can find outside of the ProSource track. But they're very friendly to us. WAC has been, the guys have been great, and we think that there's going to be growth and that they're a good line to add just to fill out your projects and also to watch as they go forward as they continue to improve their product offerings. Thanks for watching, and remember, light can help you and we can help you with light.